It was eerily quiet inside the funeral home at 1 a.m. Suddenly, the security camera feed from the morgue started flickering. Sensing something was off, the security guard immediately went to investigate. As he pushed open the door to the morgue, he discovered that a body had vanished from one of the refrigerated compartments. Just as the puzzled guard was trying to make sense of the situation, a dark shadow flashed by him. Following the sound, he arrived at the stairwell and was shocked to find the missing corpse lying in the elevator. But when he turned to look behind him, the body in the elevator had mysteriously disappeared once again. The deceased whose body had gone missing was a woman named Mary, the boss of a company. She had suffered a fatal heart attack at home. At this point, Mary's husband Karen was still unaware of his wife's missing remains and was deeply grieving her passing. However, this was all part of Karen's meticulously orchestrated plot. After Mary's family had left, Karen hopped on his motorcycle and hurried to a house in the suburbs to meet his new lover, Annie. It was because of this woman that Karen had ruthlessly murdered his wife. While Mary was taking a bath, Karen had secretly added a mysterious liquid to her glass of red wine, then nonchalantly handed it to her. He hid outside the door, watching with satisfaction as Mary drank the wine before leaving. Mary's cause of death was not a heart attack, but rather a colorless, odorless poison called TH16 that Karen had slipped into her wine. When ingested, this toxin triggers cardiac arrest 8 hours later, leaving no trace. Karen had grown tired of Mary's domineering personality, and he had recently met the sweet and caring Annie. The two had conspired to carry out this murder. As long as the body passed the autopsy, Karen would successfully inherit Mary's vast fortune. But just then, Karen received a call from the police, causing him and Annie to panic. Could their scheme be on the verge of being exposed? Karen rushed to the funeral home, where the police informed him that half an hour ago, the security guard had fled the morgue in a state of terror, apparently deeply shaken by something. After reviewing the security footage and finding nothing, the police discovered that a body was missing from the morgue. It was Mary's. Upon hearing this news, Karen secretly breathed a sigh of relief. Due to the lack of evidence, the police could only detain him for assisting with the investigation. As Karen was protesting to the police, demanding his immediate release, the funeral home suddenly lost power and was engulfed in darkness. At this moment, an eerie sound emanated from the morgue. Karen cautiously pushed open the door and found an iron box had appeared in Mary's compartment. The box contained Mary's personal effects. While examining them, Karen noticed an open cabinet nearby. He lit his lighter and peered inside, instantly breaking out in a cold sweat. There, sitting in the cabinet, was the poison he had used to kill his wife, TH16. Staring at the vial of poison, Karen was gripped by an overwhelming sense of dread.